At one point, you were pregnant by Jay?
Yes, I had a miscarriage. Okay. But the beef had started way before the songs dropped.
Child, let me tell y'all, Jay-Z has been going through it these past few days, and it's only getting messier. With Carmen Bryan's recent leaks making their rounds, the internet is about to have a field day. If you don't know who she is, let me catch you up. Carmen Bryan once dated both Nas and Jay-Z, and she's now spilling some shocking tea. According to insiders, Jay-Z allegedly forced her to abort his baby, and with his ongoing legal issues, this is about to send shockwaves through the timeline. Since October 8th, 2024, Jay-Z has been hit with a slew of allegations. From his past issues with a 13-year-old case to his alleged love child, Ramir, still being a topic of discussion, not to mention Blue Ivy and Beyonce changing her last name, it's been non-stop. Now, enter Carmen Bryan, who's resurrecting some old drama by giving a revealing interview with DJ Vlad. If you thought Jay-Z's past controversies were wild, this takes things to a whole new level. Carmen Bryan may not be a household name for the younger generation, but she's the woman who played a key role in the infamous feud between Jay-Z and Nas. Trust me, if you thought Kendrick and Drake's beef was intense, it was nothing compared to the drama these two legends went through because of Carmen. Whether Jay-Z is guilty or not, he's certainly been catching heat from all sides. And if these allegations hold any weight, well, I guess he's reaping what he sowed. Either way, it's a lot for him to handle right now.
The beef between the two of them?
Well, here's my question. If I wasn't, then what was? That's the question I have to everybody, because everyone seems to ask me that question, and I'm the only one who has the answer to it.
Okay.
If you ask Nas, if you ask Jay-Z, they're never going to answer that question.
So what is your answer to this?
I'm the reason why they had.
Okay, was there a specific...
According to Carmen, she and Nas were having relationship issues, and during that time, Jay-Z was her best friend. As their friendship grew, it eventually became something more. This shift occurred around the same period she stopped living with Nas, leading to her entanglement with Jay-Z.
The next day, Nas and I got into like some big fight, and he pissed me off. And so I just thought, let me call Jay-Z.
Okay.
Carmen clarified that she wasn't dating Nas while she was involved with Jay-Z. They were still in that back and forth, on again, off again phase, like lovers who'd just broken up. I get that. But it was her messing around with Jay-Z that truly messed with Nas.
I shipped all of my things to LA. I moved, I packed Destiny and I up. We were already out. So when that came about, Nas and I were not together. We were not in a relationship. We were still going back and forth like couples do who immediately break up. You know, we were still seeing each other. It wasn't like the relationship was, you know, completely null and void. That's difficult. You know what I mean? It takes a little bit of time to get over someone you've been in a relationship with for a decade. So I'm not going to say we weren't still intimate and seeing each other, but we weren't living together and we were not in a relationship.
According to Carmen, it wasn't necessarily about cheating in the traditional sense, but more about who she was cheating with. Nas wasn't just upset that she moved on. He was furious that she was moving on with someone in the same music genre, Jay-Z, his peer. If she had hooked up with someone random, Nas probably would have been fine with it. But moving on with someone in his circle? That felt like a personal betrayal, and I get why Nas felt disrespected. That disrespect sparked the drama. The disses started flying, with Jay-Z throwing subtle jabs at Nas, and Nas firing back with his own shots. But it didn't stop there. It only got worse from there.
Again, Jay-Z is a very subliminal type, you know what I mean? He throws little, see, me, I don't throw shade.
Jay-Z finally took the feud with Nas public with his song Takeover, where he subtly hinted at being romantically involved with someone important to Nas. That special person was Carmen, who wasn't just Nas's lover, but also the mother of his daughter, holding a significant place in his life. As expected, Nas fired back with his iconic diss track, Ether, a scathing response that many fans consider to be the track that won him the rap battle. However, Nas didn't win that battle alone. His fierce retaliation was fueled by the personal nature of Jay-Z's attack, making it one of the most memorable rap beefs in history.
I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow him to belittle Nas anymore. Like, I'm the only person on the planet that could belittle this nigga. I'm not letting anybody else have that opportunity. And so I just,
To Carmen, she played a key role in helping Nas win the battle. She knew Jay-Z the best, his insecurities and weak points, and wasn't going to let him continue belittling Nas with subtle jabs. So she called Nas and shared intimate details about Jay-Z, giving him ammunition to fire back.
and I just basically told him, listen, if you want to win this case, you're going to have to go this route. Because I knew what type of person Jay-Z was. Jay-Z is he can be insecure. He has a little bit of low self-esteem in certain areas. And he's sensitive. And I kind of knew what areas, you know, we all have sensitivities. We all have, you know, things about us that we don't necessarily want the public to know about. And I told Nas, this is your opportunity to do whatever you need to do, but you have to do it all in one song.
And then that became Ether.
And that became Ether. I told Nas everything that transpired between Jay-Z and I so that he could write the song consciously knowing what could come back as far as, like, you know, a rebuttal.
I get that all's fair in rap, but don't y'all think Carmen crossed a line? Jay-Z responded with his own diss track, even bringing up Carmen and Nas's kid, which was a major no-no, especially for Carmen and the public at the time. But speaking of children, things get even messier for Jay-Z. Carmen revealed that she got pregnant by Jay-Z before the rap battle escalated into the full-on public feud it became. Now that adds a whole new layer to the drama.
On the other end,
At one point, you were pregnant by Jay?
yes, I had a miscarriage.
Okay, this is before the whole
This is,
takeover.
yeah, this was like
Okay.
before.
According to Carmen, she was still in her first trimester, just the first 3 months, when she miscarried. But with all the drama resurfacing, fans have been questioning whether she really miscarried or if Jay-Z made her terminate the pregnancy. Honestly, I don't have an opinion on it, but the word on the street is that Jay-Z allegedly pressured her to have an abortion, and they both agreed to cover it up as a miscarriage to avoid drawing attention. Carmen also claimed that Jay-Z didn't know about the pregnancy until after the miscarriage, which I find hard to believe, especially since she said he was her best friend at the time. I'm just reporting what the timeline's saying, y'all. It definitely adds more fuel to this already messy fire.
I told him after the fact.
Oh, you told him after
I told him
your
after
miscarriage.
the
Okay,
fact.
so he didn't even know.
No, I
Okay.
told him after the fact.
Exactly. How does your best friend not know he got you pregnant until after the miscarriage? That sounds like cap to me, but who knows, right? It's all just messy at this point.
You're friends with Jay-Z, and then at one point it turns romantic.
After a year.
After a year.
After about a year and some change, you
Okay.
know, as things change.
The Nas versus Jay-Z feud may have ended in the public's eyes with Ether declaring Nas the winner. But the diss tracks kept coming for years, even up to 2018. Fans are still left wondering why Jay-Z has this pattern of getting involved with other people's women. Remember when Damon Dash spoke about Jay-Z allegedly trying to take Aaliyah? It's a question that lingers, and it's got everyone talking. Some internet users have been making their own observations. One said, "See, this is the problem with having children with certain females. Just because you're not together doesn't mean you can't still make the father of your child look bad." Another user chimed in with, "Why Jay-Z always trying to take somebody's girl? He's got major insecurities. Big nose." Y'all are hilarious, but I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments.